to Davis. Bridgewater lofted corner of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. The first NFL touch for Colin Thompson is a score.
It was a score. There you go. You heard it right there on Fox yesterday. Colin Thompson, 1 catch, 1 touchdown. That's the way he does things. You heard him here on the Sports Bash, and, of course, people in the area are familiar with him as a assistant coach down at Lower Cape May, but he's also spends his spare time playing tight end for the Carolina Panthers. And he joins us now on the Boardwalk Honda Hotline to talk about his first NFL catch goal for a touchy boo. What's up, man?
Nothing much, brother. How are you guys doing?
Man, I'll tell you, the Eagles game was so lousy yesterday that people here were just going head over heels. I saw my timeline blowing up. People were texting. I'm sure your phone was going nuts.
Yeah, man. Between 300 and 400 texts and a bunch of stuff on social media, as you can imagine. And really the coolest part for me was I was able to buy drinks around for all the little watering holes my family has called home over the years. There's a bar in Key West, Florida called Shots and Giggles, right behind Sloppy Joe's. My uncle owns it with my aunt, and I was able to buy around there. And the Plumsteadville pub in Plumsteadville, Pennsylvania, right near my hometown, was able to buy around there. And then the watering hole down the shore, the Seaview in Cape May, our favorite spot there, was able to buy around there. So I got on the horn with my parents and all those people that were texting me from all these bars watching the games across the country saying, hey, man, great job, and was able to buy everybody around. So
give us
special for me. Go ahead.
I was going to say, give us the play call. When you hear it come in, are you like, this one's going to me, man? I mean, like, what's the kind of, like, thought process as that play call comes in?
So it was up, right? I guess I should speak in layman's terms. The play's in, right? The play's in. We worked it that week. We call it the plays up on the script, and it was a viable option. But it wasn't really in, like, I guess, per se, the first plays that we anticipated, or at least I anticipated. But put the personnel grouping in that we're usually going to run the ball out of, and it's probably no secret when I'm in the game. We're going to run the ball to some sort, or at least some sort of protection I'm going to be in for. So Teddy started saying the play, and I started laughing, and Ian Thomas, the other tight end, kind of slapped me on the thigh, and we started laughing, and we trotted out there and faked one of our run plays, and I just dropped on the safety real quick and just ran to the corner as fast as I could, and Teddy floated it up. And, man, it felt like the ball in the air forever. The ball started spiraling because the wind was blowing, I guess, west to east so much that it turned the ball sideways. Everyone was like, oh, Teddy left you out to dry there. I said, no, he didn't. He actually threw it perfectly. It's a spiral out of his hands, but the ball floated, and I was able to come back to the ball and kind of body catch it because it was an awkward ball due to wind. So an unbelievable play. He landed on my back, and Ian Thomas is there, our other tight end, number 80. He's going nuts. Chris Manor, it's number 82, our other tight end there. He's going nuts. We're all going crazy. The sideline was. So it was pretty special. I'll never forget the embraces with the coaches, the players after that moment. It was a tough loss, and we need to do better as a team, but a monumental day for myself, my family, my fiance, Sydney, Lower Cape May football, my high school football team, Archbishop Wood. So a lot of people to shout out. There's been a lot of people that have helped me along the way, and I'm a product of them.
By the way, I have Bridgewater on my fantasy team, so it helped me out too.
Yeah, he was loving that. Yeah, he was
win-win, Mike.
Yeah. It's funny. We were going back and forth, Gil and I, about the Eagles game, and we were like, screw this. Like, we started talking about the Panthers. It was so exciting. I had goosebumps watching that. It was nuts. But I want to know.
Well, somebody had me. Somebody had me to score a touchdown. Somebody gambled. That was like all over Twitter. All my friends texted me like, hey, who bet this? I mean, I know I'm probably not allowed to talk. I mean, I don't know who did it, but somebody bet I would be the first scorer, and they won like $1,500. So that's crazy. I mean, I haven't caught a ball in my NFL career, so yeah.
That's unbelievable. Now, I want to know, how much did you guys practice it throughout the week? Was it enough where you figured, like, hey, this might be actually utilized, or in the back of your mind you were thinking, like, I don't know if we're really going to use this play? Like, was it talked about enough in practice where you kind of had an idea you might go down that road?
Yeah, no doubt. And we like the run that we're trying to, fake a lot, right? It's one of our premier runs. So if we're going to run that play, usually you run the actual run play behind the 3 tight ends, and then you work the pass. So it was up for sure, and it was live, but everything needs to work out for it to happen, right? We turn the ball over, Shaq Barrett punches the ball out. We go 3 plays and don't get the first down. Coach Rule decides to go for it on 4th and 4 when we're on the 30, and we can make, pretty much guaranteed 3 points there. And he goes for it. We make a great play, couple runs. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and 3, and we're like on the 7-yard line there. That's what it was, 7-yard catch. And it just popped. So everything had to work together for it to work. Because there's been plays up before, but it just hasn't worked. So everything had to happen correctly.
So obviously, this has been a wild year. I mean, you're in the XFL. And that folds because of the pandemic. You were in the AAF before that. You've been in camp with the Bears and the Giants. Now fast forward, you're here in Cape May working out for the summer, have no idea what's going to happen. You get the call to go to Carolina. You are released from the Panthers. 2 days later, you get the call to come back. In the meantime, you are helping out Lower Cape May. So how's that all working out? Are you still kind of engaging a part of the Lower Cape May football program? Let our listeners kind of in on, you're preparing for an NFL football game against Tom Brady and the Bucs, and yet you have a game that you're preparing for here. How is that, split working?
So it's nice with our NFL schedule that if you look at Lower Cape May wise, players' day off is usually Sunday, coach's day off obviously too, and then we're playing the game. I get home after the game. I start texting the coaches right away. What are we thinking for next week? I'm on the flight home somewhere. What do I need to type up to prepare the script for next week? And we just kind of get the wheels spinning for next week. They tell me what they saw on film, and then I'll watch the film either Sunday night or Monday from the previous game we played in or who we're going to play for Lower Cape May. So then I get home Monday, like right now I'm on my way home, and they're at practice. And then usually today's like a run and lift day for us. But we have a short week this week. We play Thursday, and I would put together the script for practice tomorrow for the offense, from the feedback from the coaches. And then we'd have a Zoom meeting tonight, probably a Zoom meeting tomorrow, and then a Zoom meeting Thursday night to get the script ready for the game. So we're having 4 or 5 meetings a week that I'm a part of. The only thing I'm not there for is actual practice. So it's been really unique in that sense where, hey, the technology thing, everyone's kind of not a fan of it because of COVID, and it's starting to get old, and Zoom this and Zoom that. It's been great for us because I can still be the quote-unquote offensive coordinator. I'm not going to plays. Lance Bailey and Rick Venuto and the offensive staff handle that on game day. But really, I'm just there to kind of dress it all together, make everyone speak the same language, and they spit it out on game day. And it's been a great year for us up and down, but that's what you want in the first year in a program. Our kids are tough. They fight hard. A big win last week over Holy Cross, and we got a game Thursday night. So I know the guys are excited with the short week.
Yeah, it's wild. I was wondering, are you on a Zoom on a laptop on Friday nights, like calling the plays from a Zoom computer there?
I wish because we've had 1 or 2 games where I've been able to watch on Friday nights because they've been live streamed or whatever they may be. But that has not been the case. That's not been the case. I had text on those live streams like, hey, call this so we get it on the right hash. I could see this working. But no, it's been fun, guys. I love it. I don't really – I'm trying to avoid TV shows. You get sucked into them and my life's over. Or I don't really play like Xbox or PS3 or any whatever, 5 now, I should say. But I just enjoy football. I enjoy the podcast stuff, the media stuff, as you guys know, and I enjoy playing it and coaching football. So it's been fun for me. It's my getaway. And the kids are great, and it's been a great first year in the program, led by Lance Bailey and the staff there.
Yeah, a lot of strides for Lower Cape May. Colin Thompson is one of the assistant coaches. He's also, by night, a NFL tight end who caught his first NFL pass. It was a touchdown yesterday for the Carolina Panthers. Talk about being a NFL player in a pandemic. I mean, we had Sal Pal on Friday, and he was like, these players have COVID fatigue. I mean, you're getting tested every single day. I guess it's not the glamorous NFL season that typically most people are used to having.
I think I disagree with Sal. I don't think, and respectfully, of course, I have a ton of respect for Sal. He's unbelievable. He's a Hall of Famer. And someone I grew up listening to forever and talking to on your show. But I disagree. I don't see the COVID fatigue. I mean, yes, the fatigue to the sense that, hey, you can't go out to dinner with the guys, things like that. But it's on the organization to handle those things. And I think Coach Rule and everyone, Mr. Tepper, our owner, has done a great job with the Panthers of creating environments where it's safe for us to be together in social settings around our building where, maybe the coaches aren't there. Or, maybe it's just a players thing. We're having steaks. We're trying to make it as normal as possible. Yes, we get tested every day, but guys, I'll be honest with you, it takes no more start to finish than 30 seconds. So it's pretty routine, I'll be honest. And like I said, you lose the social side of things, but I always say this about the NFL. What's the difference between this and college? The NFL, when the game's done, I mean, if you win or lost, but it's business as usual. You get on the bus, you get on your phone, and you get back on the plane and go home, or you get in your car and you drive home because everyone's got kids and families and they have life outside of football. Where in college, you live together, you eat together, you travel together, you go out together. So it's a singular thing. Maybe you have one or two, three close friends on one team. In college, you got 50 buddies. So it's unique in that sense where, to me, it's a normal NFL season in that sense. Obviously, there's some differences socially, but all in all, I don't think we're too fatigued by it.
All right, Colin Thompson, we know you're busy. You got another game plan to put together for Lower Cape May. You got to get ready for next week's game. Panthers fall to Tom Brady and that Buccaneers team, which is a pretty good team, obviously. So tough loss there yesterday, and obviously we want to let you get yourself ready to go. And I'm sure you got a lot of people to respond to. I was very honored that you responded so early to my text message.
I am working through it, Mike. I saw Hunter sent me the little eyes emoji, which I know exactly what that meant. And then you got me a text, and I was going to come on the show. So we got to make that work. Absolutely, Mike. You're high on the totem pole, Hunter. You guys know that. You're my guys. You know that. And for everyone who's listening, who I've not got back to, I am working through it.
And we will let Tim get back to those. It's Panthers Lions next week. That game's down in Carolina. And Colin Thompson, of course. Hey, great job, man. Stay healthy, and hopefully we'll catch up soon.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Always having me on. Thank you.
He, like all guests, appeared via the Boardwalk Honda hotline. He got the first catch of his career, and it happened to be for a touchdown.